All right, Dave, let's go legit or not for this 120. As we told you earlier, Jose Bautista is returning to the Blue Jays on a one-year deal. The Jays have been a good trade partner for the likes of your New York Mets. And the Mets have a logjam in the outfield. Yossi is back. Kurt Granderson is back.
Yep.
Michael Conforto is the young gun. But they also have Juan Lagares and Jay Bruce, who they traded for with the Cincinnati Reds a season ago. So is it legit or not to suggest the Mets are stuck with Jay Bruce now?
Nah.
Who's going to take him?
Not yet. Well, Toronto, interestingly enough, is a team that had been associated with Jay Bruce. Now you go, Bautista, we just signed him for a year, so that deal's done. Not necessarily. I think the Blue Jays are still looking for somebody else out there to help out. Is Jay Bruce that guy? Not quite sure. I still truly believe that Clutch McCutch is in play in New York City. Until that, a rumor isn't a rumor until it dies. It's not dead yet. So I don't think the Mets want to go through the season with the Granny Man, who I love personally, but I don't think they'd like to have the Granny Man and Jay Bruce and Juan Lagares all stuck with Conforto if he's going to be an everyday guy, and certainly Yossi will be.
Okay.
I think there's still a move in play to somehow get Jay Bruce, maybe a 3-team deal in here with Pittsburgh, with Toronto, and move some of those pieces around, because I do know that Toronto was interested in Bruce. Now, maybe they've cooled and said, all right, we're just going to go with Joey Bats for one more and see where we stand. But I don't know that they're done, because Joey Bats is still a guy they already had. They still need to replace some other bodies. So I do think that Bruce could still be in play in Toronto. It's just it might not be as simple as a one-on-one. I think we could see a 3-teamer before this thing's over. Just don't rule it out. I think Clutch McCutch still at the end of this free agency period is done, before we get to spring training next month, could be your everyday center fielder in New York City.
You think or you hope?
I hope. Because, look, I don't think this gets back to Pittsburgh. You whooshed right in the face of a former MVP. All right? I mean, you cannot bring – this is what Danny Graves told me, and Brian Roberts right here at the Big 120. You can't bring back Clutch McCutch and save face now. You dangled him to too many teams. You got to move him. So I still think he's in play. As long as he's in play and the Mets are interested and Jay Bruce is out there and Toronto's interested, there is a deal to be made potentially between those 3 teams.